What up? So yeah, just show you my castle. This is, as you can see, the feature wall on my humble abode here. I'll just wait and try and see when the sun comes out. You can see what actually goes on here with this thing. Should be out pretty soon. I guess real quick I could probably show you. This is a lava feature wall. Basically, there's a little lever right here. That kills the lava. And then reveals the portal on the other side. So this is obsidian right here. If you build this material into a frame, the shape of a frame, and then take a lighter, and go in the middle, the center of the frame, and spark the lighter, it'll open up this portal to the nether realm or whatever, the upside down, pretty much. And that's where it's dangerous there, but you can get some good material there for that. But anyway, I just thought it was cool to have that portal and to have it protected by a wall of lava. Soon the sun will come out. I can't really show you the mechanism behind how this one works. It's just the way I built it. I built it kind of encased. And I really don't know which brick to smash out to reveal what's going on, but a lot of it actually takes place in this little bridge thing here that I built. This little elevation in the walkway there. A lot of it happens in there. And a lot of this mechanism for this door right here takes place underneath a couple blocks down and around in this area with it. It's all linked together. This, I just kind of did this as kind of like a, you know, because the guys that that I was playing with spent so much time in this world that they would see it eventually, and that's why I built it, just to kind of have them be like, oh, interesting big wall there, and then all of a sudden nighttime would roll around, they'd look up and they'd see that. And yeah, it was pretty funny. But was it funny, like, enough to make it worth building? I don't know. Probably not. Alright, so any minute now that sun's gonna come up. Any second. whatever reason, and I don't know why, but I could never get these two lava falls to cut off at the same time. And they're both tied to the same photocell, so for whatever reason that this takes so much longer to close, I really don't know why, but it just does. Always has, and I could never figure out why. But I'll give you a peek of how the mechanism looks in the back, just so you can see. That disappears. Okay, so as I go to the top here. Oh, oh, oh. See if I can remember how this works. Okay, so here's the photocell. Now, the photocell was powering this strip of red stone dust. Okay. It was... Well, okay, when you see these little flashes, these little puffs of... like, whatever, red steam coming off there, it means those are powered. But by the looks of it, is that it doesn't continue on either this way or this way. So it's obviously very weak. It's still allowing some of the signal to get through, but it's just not allowing all of it to get through. So basically, this photocell right here would be powering this strip. Okay? And for whatever reason, when you put the photocell like above the stone like this with the red dust on there, it powers that strip. So the sun being out now is basically, I don't know, it's preventing this from getting full power, I guess, essentially. So as you can see, the signal dies right here in both directions. So if we follow this circuit this way, okay, this is called a repeater, I believe. I think that's what they're called. It's essentially just a booster for the signal. So I think the signal, like voltage drop essentially, right? So every, I want to say like 12 blocks or so, you run out of signal, or the signal is dead completely. So you have to kind of every once in a while throw in one of these boosters, and you can set the time. Like this is a toggle switch right here, and you can set different times, right? So the signal will reach, and it'll wait for a second, and then it'll pass through, and stuff like that. Okay, and then so basically the redstone dust here, you lay it down on these blocks, and what it does is it powers the block. Basically it charges the block that it's laid on. So let's say that there was power traveling through this circuit right now. It would power these blocks that the circuit was actually laid on, and because of these torches are on the blocks that are becoming charged, essentially what the torch's function is it basically inverts the signal, I guess you could say. So if you had, like, basically, let's say you have a 0 coming this way. So you have 0 coming this way. All these blocks are charged with 0. So therefore, the signal on the torch is attached to those blocks that are charged with 0 is 1. So, and depending what state your torch is in, now this torch directly affects the state of this piston. This is a piston right here. So essentially, it's a block with a moving platform, and the platform is either in or out, or up or down, or whatever, extended or retracted. Okay, so this piston is actually like oriented on its side, so that the piston comes out horizontally, and the torch being lit like that right behind the back of the piston is affecting the state that the piston is in. So right here, this is the circuit for the lava fall, I guess the one on either side there. So basically what happens is the sun comes out, inhibits the power down this circuit here. Once the power is cut off, these torches come on and activate these pistons, most likely to extend, I believe. Okay, so now these pistons that are oriented on their sides, you have to actually mine this one material. It's like a slime. It's called sticky slime or something like that, and you get it from killing a certain enemy. And you make glue out of it, and you use that glue, and you got to stick. You basically got to make yourself a sticky piston. So a sticky piston basically makes contact with a block in front of it, and then it's stuck there, and it never lets go. So the block now travels with the piston as it opens and shuts. So that's kind of how you get away with making these little trapdoors that open and allow the lava to flow. So anyway, this is like this is just the, oh, ouch. That was just the circuit for the, for the one half of the lava fall there. But as you could see, that photocell voltage split off into two different directions. So that way handled that side, and then it comes this way, like this. Gets the signal boosted, comes up this staircase a little bit here, goes through another booster this way, which then boosts the signal. I don't know, I can't remember why I put so many boosters. I think I was having like timing issues, and I was trying to like experiment with like different times and stuff like that, but I still couldn't get it figured out. But this is just the other wing of that same lava system. But it also forks off right here, and it comes down this way then. And then, okay, like so. I'm trying to remember how this works. Yeah, so then the signal comes down this way, goes to this booster, and it so all these torches essentially like, okay, so this torch would, you know, obviously be a 1, which is basically making the block above it 0. Okay, which means this torch is not lit, which means the torch above it is a 1, which means the one above it is a 0. Like, these torches, they affect the blocks around them, and they invert the signal essentially. So by having no power coming down this little circuit down here, you have essentially given power now to this torch. So this torch is charged up, which means this block is charged up. Because this block is charged up, it's charging, yeah, so now it's basically making a circuit with this repeater. So the repeater is now continuing this branch off this way, which then travels down the block for whatever reason. Okay, and now it's making contact with all of these red dust here. The red dust on this block is powered because this torch is powering it. I think essentially what this block here is doing is it's giving power to this dust, and it's charging up this row of dust as well, because there's a row of dust up there as well. Like this block here, this row has a bunch of dust all the way, just like this one. And so it's powered up, which means these torches are out. Okay, now these torches are out, which means the pistons in front of them are powered up. So, or no. Yeah, they're probably powered up. Or no, they're not powered up, so they're retracted. Yeah. Yeah, okay, I think that's how that works. If that makes any sense whatsoever. And then I think it splits off here too. Yeah, because like this. Yeah, so it all starts here. Like the power comes down here. It gives power to that, which essentially gives power all the way down to these redstones, which turns all of these torches off because these torches are actually attached to the blocks that are being charged by this guy, by this circuit here. And basically putting this red dust along the tops of these rows here allows you to charge these blocks with, like, we'll call it 1. And these torches consequently being attached to those blocks are now repeating a 0. They're pushing out a 0, which affects the state of the piston in front of it. Okay, so that torch is on, so this torch is off, which means this torch is on, and then this leg just repeats the same pattern as the one below it, just to get the same effect. All the torches have to be off together, and that's it. It took a lot of time and figuring to get this to work, and it was a huge amount of time, wasted time. But anyway, it's pretty something. That's something. I kind of wish I could show you the mechanism for the door, the lever, because that was actually a pretty cool one too. But this is the quick access to my mine here. This is the quickest way. Whoa. Oh yeah. I know it doesn't look like much, but man, hollowing this room out probably took, oh, I don't even know, way too long. It was just me that was doing it, that's why. It was just me. 80% of it was me, probably. Me of the 2 other guys that played this game. I think one of the other guys built the staircase there, though. He was the one who made that happen. Anyway.